Hey y'all, hey, how are y'all this evening? Thank you for joining Cleaning Life with Kia. I'm here every first and third Tuesday of the month from 8 to 9 p.m. typically. So tonight it will only be a 30-minute segment, and I'm so excited because I am just so tired. So if you have already tuned in before, you kind of know what I'm about and why I'm here and all that good stuff. But hello to anyone that is new here tonight. And let me just tell you real quick, like who I am and why I'm here and all that good stuff. My name is Kia Smith, and I am the owner of a small business here in the Tulsa, Oklahoma surrounding area, um, of a cleaning company that specializes in, cleaning, deep cleanings, general cleanings. We do declutter projects, declutter organization projects, um, residential, commercial, um, and basically outside of the services, like we are really here to serve and really here to help. So what I am doing is using my business as a platform um, to help people. I am in the homes of a lot of clients, but I also want to help people that struggle with getting outside help, may not be trusting, may just not want anybody in your home, may not be able to afford the service, whatever the case is. So I'm just trying to help um, from where I am. This is the fourth episode. So catch up go back to the first episodes and just catch up, and then you'll just kind of understand what it's all about. But I'm excited to be here today. So since it's only going to be a 30-minute segment, it's going to be kind of like a two-part of a topic that we're going to do tonight. And I wanted to talk about the great cleaning balance. So when I first came on, I was just kind of naming off a lot of topics that we're going to be covering, over time. And that was one of the topics, the great cleaning balance, and, don't normalize the mess. So when I say the great cleaning balance, so of course, life doesn't surround itself around just cleaning. Um, but the concept of it all intertwines kind of like with every aspect in your life. And just think your home is where it starts and where it ends every day. It is your safe haven, it is your peace, it's where you eat, it's where you sleep, it's where you meditate, it's where you invite friends and family, it's a place of love. So um we have to nurture that. We have to nurture that. And like I said, this podcast may not resonate with everybody because, like I said, like in the beginning when I first started the podcast, everybody's not clean and everybody doesn't care about that type of stuff. They just don't. But for those that do, here to just talk about cleaning, but just talking about life and how it all fits together. So tonight, like I said, it's about the great cleaning balance, and basically your home front um, is your home front against the world, like every day. Like you do everything in your home, and then you have all these other outside forces that are, outside of the home. But a lot of times we focus more attention on the things that are going on outside of the home than we are focusing on what's going on the inside of the home. It almost becomes like a state of neglect um, with the cleaning and just the energy and the time and the intention that is put into the home. So then it's like you can almost create a depressive state in your home, but then you have to live in your home, eat in your home, move in your home. Some people work in their home, and then you take that energy. Just think, if you're not keeping up, if you're not maintaining, if you're not being prideful about how you're maintaining and how you're moving about in your house, you take that energy, and if it's not good, and then you go out into the other world, in the outside world, and then it's like, um, you're putting on a face while you're in public, and then you come back home, and then you're like depressed. You're like your real self again, and then you're depressed, and then you're kind of looking around. Um, then it makes you even more depressed. So it's a balance. It's a balance. And so I just try to encourage people to, balance that stuff out. Um, it is important that you nurture your home, because those values and those feelings and those intentions that you have there, you're going to take them out, um, into the world. So you should have like certain feelings attached to you when you think about your home. Like I said, you should be peaceful and you should be happy. Um, you should have a sense of pride, um, in your home. And then you have to account, like, what if something does happen? Like, just think, when you don't keep up with the maintenance and the routine of your home, just think when something does happen. Um, Sometimes, like I've always used before, like, especially if you're the person that does the majority of the cleaning and the routine maintenance in the home, just think, if something happens, like you get sick or you get depressed, and then you just kind of fall off and you kind of fall back on responsibilities. But if you haven't made that a part of your life anyway, the house is already going to be in a certain condition. It's already going to have a certain feel to it. And then on top of that, you just got sick, or you're dealing with some type of mental or emotional issue that isn't going to allow you to be your best in your home. So now you're dwelling in a place already feeling bad, in a place that feels bad, and it looks bad. Um, so basically, you have to balance the effort that you put into your home, versus the effort and energy that you put out of the home. It should still match. Um, but and then some people, like I said, may not feel that it's that important. And to each his own. Like, even when I'm here, it's not to make anyone feel bad that doesn't have that type of mentality or concept. Um, Really just here to help. Um, I always tell people, I have four boys, ages 11, 13, 15, and 17. I work a full-time job, and I have the business, and I have four boys. So, I'm just not one of those people that, even in the midst of all that, because that is a lot. That is a lot on my plate every day. Like I said, even today, typically I'll do an hour. I'm gonna do 30 minutes because that's all I got in me. And I'm the kind of person, like, if I can't do something well, I just rather not do it at all. And I like to be realistic about what I can get done and what I can't. I don't want to like half-ass do it. Um, I'd rather just not do it at all. But it's a balance. Like, it's a balance, but I feel like that's important to me. It keeps me peaceful in my home, and it's not perfect. I tell people it's not perfect. The balance is structuring your environment in a way that brings you peace. The things that I need done every day on a daily basis that bring, um, me peace, it may not bring you peace. Like I said, I have four boys here, so certain things just have to be done. But I know that, it has to be a balance. Like I said, I'm only doing 30 minutes tonight because that's all I got tonight. And I have to balance. I have to balance that out. Um, I have to. Gonna go out of town, and like before I go out of town, um, having my home structured a certain way before I leave, I have to balance that out. I'm not trying to wear myself out before I leave, but I would rather kind of push myself if I can. And it's that balance. I'm not going to push myself to death or anything like that. But I know that when I return home, I don't want things to be looking crazy. Like I want to have a sense of peace when I make it home, after I've been out and about. And that's what works for me. So everybody has their thing. And my advice is to figure out what your thing is in, like in your house, like even so far as like chores. Um, a lot of people struggle with laundry. They hate laundry. I don't have an issue with laundry, but a lot of people hate laundry. Like they have a real hate for laundry. And so just say if laundry is one of the things that you hate the worst, creating your balance would be, first of all, you're going to have to suck it up. And that is the thing you're going to have to zero in first. Get a hold of that laundry situation. You may have a lot of clothes that need to be washed. A lot of people have a lot of clothes. Like, I don't know how those clothes accumulate like that, but they do. It happens. But you may have to go like to maybe a laundromat and just get a fresh start. Um, you may have to buy more dressers and storage compartments for your home. Like you may have to put some work into that thing because you already don't like it. You haven't been putting a lot of energy in it. You just kind of been getting by, but you're not. It's not. It's not balancing out because you have. Some people have so much laundry they be dirty. They'll just rather go buy new clothes than to deal with the laundry. Like it'd be crazy. See that like all the time. See that all the time. Um, and it's just like balance it out. You'll save money, you'll save time. Um, get a hold of it. You're gonna have to get the kids involved. You may have to take a day where you don't do nothing but laundry. Um, but as time go on, it won't even be an issue. And then it won't even be a big thing for you anymore. And it kind of balances itself out. And then you can kind of move on to other tasks and other desired projects that you have in your house that you need to take care of. Um, Also, it's a mental balance. Cleaning, they have different studies on cleaning that how it's related to like cleaning and like your mental health. Um, Cleaning, it helps reduce the stress. You get to moving, you're moving your body, you're moving your mind is moving. Um, like it's just a good thing. Like I said, sometimes for some people it is just not their thing to like physically do. I'm just talking for the ones that that it applies to. Some people, like I said, they they will hire. They yes, and reduces anxiety. They will just hire someone, but that's the way that they want to handle it, and that's their balance. That's their balance. Um, and just don't normalize your mess. Um, like I said before, if it's an issue like with laundry, don't normalize it. Just don't keep saying, I hate doing laundry, my laundry piling up, complain about it. Don't normalize it. Don't make it a thing. A lot of people, they make it a thing, and then that just becomes your mess. That just becomes your normal. That becomes your normal mess, and you're not trying to fix it. Life is so much easier when it comes to like home management if you have a flow, if you have a desired goal and in your mind for how you want your home to run. You can't be lazy with it. um as far as like if you have kids, like that's a big thing. A lot of people, they ask me like how do I balance that out like with the kids, and that's a balance. You don't want to give them too much work, because they're kids. But you don't want to not give them enough um, work to do because they need to know how to clean up behind themselves and function in life. So ain't nothing wrong with it. But that's a balance because you have to put time into that. Just like I was saying, like with the laundry, like it's going to take time to get it to a point where it's manageable and you can control it. It's the same thing with the kids. They be asking like, well, how do you get the kids? Like you're going to have to be consistent and you're going to have to stay on them. And it's going to be a certain way for a while until they understand that you're serious about this thing. And that you're going to hold them accountable. But like again, it's a balance. You got to give them just enough to do um, without ruining uh, their perception of it as well, because that's a life skill. I have all boys, and it's nothing about me needing them to clean up for me. It's them getting the skills they need so that they can survive in life. And ultimately, that's what it's all about for me when it comes to the kids. Um, I know how to clean up. Like I can clean circles around them, at any given point. But it's to teach them. So even with this business, it's to teach people that you can maintain and function and have a healthy balance in your life, as far as your cleaning and your home management. It can be healthy and you can still do all the other things that you do as well. But like I said, over time, it has just gotten pushed to the back burner. And there are so many people that have just lost their way with this whole thing. And you don't have to be the most domesticated person. Like for me, I consider myself like domestic like that. I don't mind like cooking and cleaning and like doing all of that stuff. Um, I find enjoyment in it. And it's just my thing, but everybody's not like that. Um, but even with that, it's still something that's essential and that we have to find um, a balance in that as well. So at some point this week, I said that I was going to give someone 50% off of their next, and it's an existing client, their next cleaning service. Um, First of all, I did it because it's my birthday month. My birthday is next Monday. So um, I'm just so glad to be here. And I just love everyone who supports my business, supports the podcast, support me. Um, and even though, your birthday is your birthday, but it's about everybody, I feel. It's about everybody that, shares their life with me. So a part of who I am is because of other people, my experiences with um, my family and friends and work and everybody. But I'm really partial to this business, and I love my clients. So I wanted to do something special and give back for my birthday. So that was a 25%, and then I'm gonna do the other 25% um, just because. And the person that is gonna get it, uh, she made my heart so happy the last time I had gone to her house. So she's been hanging with help now for about 2 years now. And so the concept with the business is we can come in and clean, and you never have to see us again if you don't want us to come. And some people just want their cleaning and they go. We don't be going in there in people business. We're just there to do the job. But people are very transparent when we come through, and they express their desires for their home and what they want to see done, all that good stuff. And uh, people's intentions just be different. So then for me, I have a vision for this business, how I want it to feel, and goals for it. And you move around and you be hoping people get it, that they can feel what it is that you're trying to do. If they really want the help. And then you always identify with people who are like you. So she has her family, her husband. She has 3 children. I always brag on her. I started coming to her house, and she had a really deep desire to learn about, home management and like just connecting the dots so far as cleaning and balancing it all. Like she'd be asking for like tips. She would actually clean like while we're cleaning. Like she'll just come in and she want to know what products we're using and how do you get that so shiny and how do you know how to organize this like that. Like she's always somewhere, amiss, paying attention. And she was like, because I really want to know. She was like, I don't know how to do all of that. She said, I be cleaning, but it don't look like this. It don't feel like this. And I can declutter this, but I don't know what to do with this stuff. And I'm like, okay. So just over the years, a few years, she whatever she want to do. When we come there, she help whatever she want to do. And that's how we treat anyone. But anyway, so this last time that Jenny and I had gone to do a cleaning, she wasn't there. We went in and like my whole heart, like honestly, I wanted to like cry when I walked in her home. Um, because over 2 years, I've seen her evolve so much. Um, and everything that I have in my mind and in my heart for the business and things that I want to implement to help people that are like me. Because like she is an amazing woman. She works, she is funny, she loved those kids. The last time we went, it was like right before Valentine's. She had little hearts and it'd be like hubby. And then she'll have like all her kids and she had them like in descending order. Like she is very intentional and like you can just feel like her love. She's a mama bear. But when I walked in her house, it's like everything that we had been talking about and moving towards over those 2 years and the advice and the tips and all of that, I saw it when I walked in her house that day. So to build a business, to have a vision, and then you really see it, you walk in it and you see it like, oh, like it was like the best feeling in the world. Um, like because like a second I was just like, why did she even call us here? But I know why she did. She had like some laundry. And then you get to know people and you know how they move and the things you want done. Because even though she wasn't there, I don't have to text her and be like, hey, what do you want done? Like we learn the client and we learn how they move and we learn what they're striving for in their home and we help them achieve it and maintain it. Um, so um everything that I had wanted to see and visions I had in my mind so far as helping people is what I saw when I walked in her home that day. Like she had it under control. Like it was maintained. Like we just went in there and put a little extra on it. Like really had it, but she had it so much under control. And like in my mind, I saw how it all played out. Those kids, she got those kids involved. Because I know she didn't go in there and like make them beds and do stuff like that. Like she has incorporated the kids, the whole family, as a matter of fact. Um, and it just warmed my heart. It made me so happy. I talked about it the entire day, I think, and I've been talking about it ever since. So, Miss Bonisha, the next time you schedule, you have 50% off, half off of your service. I just thank you so much, and I appreciate you. I appreciate all my clients. Um, but it just really felt good um, to kind of see the result of some things that you've been, trying to achieve and manifesting. So, thanks, Bo, and just, reach out when you're ready. You know how we do. So, and I have a real, so, and like also with my clients, I have a real open, transparent relationship with them. We talk regular, like we talk regular, we cut to the chase. I figure out who they are, what they need, and then I just move from there. So I just appreciate people reciprocating that with me because there's just no other way I know how to be or that I'm gonna be. Um, so it's just I mean, it's just a good space, and I'm very thankful and appreciative. Um, and so the last thing before we go, because it's almost done, about 4 or 5 more minutes. And like I said, it's going to be a two-part. And like I said, if you're just tuning in, you have to go back to the beginning. I'm like random. I'm gonna get my spiel out, and I'm gonna kind of move around. It'll be some, like I said, random intermissions. I'm gonna hop in and jump out from time to time. But the next time that I continue this segment, I'm going to discuss more in detail about a concept, and I had been kind of leery about like whether I was going to share it now or not. But outside of the business, I'm developing or developed a concept, and it was something that sprang out of the blue. Um, and ended up just blessing my whole soul. Again, like I said, you be out here moving and you just doing what you're doing, you're being yourself, and you never know who's watching, and it just rubs off on people. And it's like the most beautiful thing ever because you know that you had a part of that. So the name of the business is Help Now. You know, big emphasis really on help. We live in a society where it is just a lost art to like help. It's worse than the cleaning factor. It is just helping. You know, people don't help anymore. Um, so with the business, the clients, they always get the concept. Yes, you're going to pay me because it's a service, but they can always tell that it comes from a genuine place, and it's genuine help. So even though they're paying, they feel the intent, and people see the intent that's on the outside looking in. They see the intent, that it is actually a help, and we do so many other things that's um, outside of what the job requirements are. It's just kind of going and doing that extra mile because you can, and because it's not going to be any skin off your back if you do it, and because it make people feel good when you help. And when I say help people and having that concept, it's not meaning that you have to over exert yourself and overdo and wear yourself out, and because people be doing too much for people. Like, people have to learn how to live their own lives, and it's not your job to just cater to them and structure their whole life and coddle them like that. Um that's not what help is about. um That's not what help is about. But it's just doing what you can when you can. And actually it's a mentality, because and it's a skill, and everybody doesn't have that mentality, and everybody doesn't have that skill. And like I said, short version story is Jenny's daughter went to, and then I'll pick up on the next segment. But Jenny's daughter had gone over to her friend's house, just to help. Like, her friend is extremely busy, um, gone all the time, moving around all the time, don't have time to do anything in her house, travel, clothes everywhere, just stuff be going on. People be busy, and it's with good cause. But anyway, she went over there to help her, and when she got home and she got back to Jenny, she told her, she said, I felt so good, helping my friend. She was just so happy, and she was just so excited. Both of them were. And she was like, yeah, she was like, I went over there and I gave her the help now mentality. And it was just like bells went to ringing, horns went to blowing, because that is a whole vibe, the help now mentality. She went over there to just help her friend, is what she did. Everybody felt good behind it. Her friend got the help that she needed. able to help clear her mind and space to go out and be a powerhouse out here in the world, helping other people as well. So adopting this concept, the help now mentality, um, it's a beautiful thing, and I am just trying to get people on board. But we're gonna discuss that more on the next segment. My time is up. I love y'all, but I'm happy because I can get me some rest. It's been a long 2 days because today is just Tuesday. But thank y'all for joining in. I'll see y'all next time and have a good night. Bye.